Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another edition of Cyclops Mailbox. Now, you'll see links below to all the other Cyclops Mailbox videos. This is the 5th one that I've done, and this one has mostly normal questions, but a few odd questions. And these are questions and comments that I've received over the last week on my channel. I thought I would do them like this so you guys can hear the answers also. All right, enough talk. Here we go with the first one. All right, M. Man says that he appreciates my keep it simple, stupid way of doing my videos. It's the only way I know how to do it because I'm a simple-minded son of a bitch. All right, now Fred left a comment for other guys, and it's about 22 long rifles between 50 to 300 yards. He said that you'll need higher magnification to be able to see the impacts, and that's true. But if you're going to use magnification and you don't have the resolution to go with it, at 300 yards, all you'll see is a blurry target. You may be able to see a cluster of shots, but you won't be able to pick out individual shots. I have a 10 power scope right now. At 200 yards in the sun, you can see every single impact. Now it's small, but the resolution is so freaking high that you can see them. I also have a 36 power scope at 300 yards. There's no way you can see a 22 long rifle impact at 300 yards. No way. All right, Jay Bear left a comment that I should put on all of my scope reviews the country of origin of the scope. Now, I used to do that, but the reason I don't do it anymore is I've done several scope videos and later they move it to a different facility in a different country. So what I said 6 months ago, 6 weeks ago, hell, 6 days ago is no longer relevant. Occasionally, I'll say the name of the country if I know that the scope manufacturer is not going to move. Otherwise, I just leave it up to the guys to look for yourself. But if it's less than $1,000 and nobody mentioned where it came from China. That's not necessarily a bad thing. The Chinese can make great scopes too. But when they leave that off, usually that's what it means. Now, Al Roos said when he got ready to zero his scope that he wasn't perfectly dead center and he's worried about running the turrets all the way to one end or the other. Will it damage the scope? It won't, as long as they're not just bottomed out. Now, if you take a scope and run elevation all the way out or the windage all the way out and it's a high recoiling rifle, yeah, it can tear the shit out of the scope. If it's somewhere and there's still adjustment range in there, I wouldn't worry about it. Outdoors USA commented that my vocabulary has changed over the last few years. I know that it has because I retired from a factory about 2 years ago where every other word only had 4 letters in it. Now, as I'm more in the real world and realize not everybody curses as much as we all did as a group, my vocabulary is starting to get a little more refined, hopefully a little better. But at the end of the day, I'm still the same dumbass country boy I've always been. All right, Rico said, man, I've been with you for a while, and you used to talk about scopes guys could afford. What's with all these really high-end scopes? I understand. When I first started my channel, it was all I could do to lay my hands on $50 scopes to review. Now, I have a video coming out here in the next few weeks of what I consider to be the best $100 scope on the market. I'm trying to hit all different price points, but when you're talking about Amazon scopes where everything's $60 and under, honestly, you're just not going to get a very good scope in that price range. There's just no way for them to manufacture these scopes with any kind of quality and be able to turn around and sell them for $60. They're just going to be junk. It's just the way it is. It's like buying an $11 set of athletic shoes. You already know what you got before you ever tied them on your feet. All right, Bo Mechanic said, as much as I hate to admit it, the UTG scopes suck ass. Yeah, buddy, they really do. All right, Travis commented in my last mailbox video, a guy sent me a weird request for a picture of my hemorrhoids if I had any. Travis said every time he sneezes now, he gets a new hemorrhoid. He said his butthole looks like a cluster of grapes. Thanks, Travis. All right, Rob J asked me, this is something I haven't heard in a little bit. Where do I get my eye patches? I actually get them online from a place called the Eye Patch Store. You can just Google it. And it's a lady that runs it. She's got a lot of different designs. It's pretty much the only type of eye patches that I use because they don't seal 100% around the edges. They're more rigid, so it lets a little air come through. Some of the silicone patches, they sweat real bad, and I don't like them. Joshua asked, where are you getting these rings with the red spacers used in your videos? I got those off of eBay. They came with a set of 34mm rings. They have step-down inserts for 1 inch and 30mm. And the main reason I use them is because when I get through testing these scopes, I don't scar it up because I either sell the scopes after I get through with them, have to return them when I get through with them, or I have a giveaway. Either way, I don't want to scar a scope up. That's the reason I use these rings. Would I use them every day, attach the scope to it, and use it every day? No. I prefer a set of rings that match the diameter of the tube. All right, Skip told me that there's a lot of the scopes that I've talked about that don't have the 56mm bell, and because of it, he's ruled them out. Skip and anybody else that's watching, the quality of the scope has a lot more to do with it than the diameter of the bell. Now on paper that plays into it huge, but a $1,000 scope with a 40mm bell is going to be clearer than a $400 scope with a 56mm bell. All right, HM left a really cool comment when I was talking about zero stops. On some scopes, the Crimson Trace scopes are a good example, you not only lose the elevation below where you set the zero stop, you only get one revolution to go up before it locks again. Man, I appreciate you leaving that comment, and guys, that's something to think about if you think that you're going to be dialing out to just insane distances. If you're going to stay with a flat shooting round between 100 and 500 yards, it's not going to be a big deal, but if you plan on going to the range shooting 1,000 yards, that might be something to think about in your next scope purchase when it's got a zero stop. All right, Dan said that he bought a particular scope and that the side focus was really stiff when he first got it. Is there anything I would suggest? Honestly, just play with it for a little bit. A lot of these scopes, whether it's the magnification ring, the eye focus, the side focus, a lot of these things are really tight when they leave the factory, but if you'll play them with them a little bit, they'll loosen right up. Now, AJ says you curse too much in your videos. This will give guys an example of what it's like to have a YouTube channel. You never hit a perfect middle ground that everybody loves, and that's the reason. If you have a YouTube channel, you're worried about pleasing everybody, man, this is not the thing to do. All right, Mr. Show said, I want you to do a video like I just got through doing about the best $1,500 scopes, about the best $1,000 precision scopes. You got it. That'll be coming up here in the next few weeks. Michael says you should concentrate more on Smith, Bender, Collis, Swarovski, and those type of scopes. Michael, I would love to, but my channel runs on a real shoestring budget, and I don't have money to go out and buy those type of scopes, test them, turn around and sell them, and then take a huge loss on them. My channel to these particular companies is not big enough that they feel like they would benefit from sending me products to test. I'm not mad at them in any way. You get better stuff as your channel grows. My channel hasn't grown to the point that a lot of the tier 1 scopes are interested in getting on board. Several are, and there's others that want a certain subscriber number or some other metric that my channel just hasn't hit as far as they're concerned. When it does, I'm sure I'll hear from them, but it hasn't yet. So far, I'm doing videos on the stuff that I personally like and with the companies I have a relationship with. Martin said, when are you going to do some Swamp Fox videos? Very, very freaking soon. Talk to the president of Swamp Fox this week. I should have some stuff coming up here in the next month or two. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying these videos and get some value out of them. I really enjoy doing them. Now keep your eyes peeled. I have a monster freaking giveaway coming up next week. I won't be doing a mailbox video because I'm going to concentrate on this giveaway. I also have right now 7 different scopes at the house and on the way to the house to do videos on, and several of them are companies I've never dealt with before, and I'm really excited to see what they got. So stay tuned, subscribe, like, share, all that shit. But the main thing, thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for sticking with my channel. See you.